Yo. So, I'm making this video for you today as a machine producer that wants to get better at sampling, okay? All of us got started with Maschine for its sampling capabilities. 99% of us are hip-hop heads. We like that type of, that New York style vibe with samples, hard drum grooves, and whatnot. But if you're anything like me, the biggest problem when I got started off with sampling was that I was just choosing corny shit. Like, I didn't understand the mentality of how to choose a great sample, how to make that into a beat. So that's what that's what I'm gonna be talking about today. I'm gonna give you some advice on ways in which you can improve your sampling ear, meaning that how you can start to choose good samples and figure out, how to sort through all of the messes of different genres and different instruments and different things going on to find songs that are worthy of sampling. My name is Rob. I'm the creator of the Gold Pack, which is by far the #1 way for you as a machine producer who wants to create golden era, 90s style hip-hop beats using Maschine. This is the #1 way for you to get the education that you need in order to learn how to actually sample, learning the best places online to sample from, learning things like how to chop drum breaks, how to chop up samples and flip them into beats on Maschine. Not only that, but I'm giving you vinyl drum sounds, I'm giving you drum break beats, I'm giving you some samples of your own that you can chop and flip on Maschine and Maschine project files, all right? Normally $49. Today it's $1. Grab it in the description. I'll talk about that more a little bit later. For now, let's talk about this sampling process and this sampling mindset. How do you get better at choosing samples for your beats? So as a sample-based producer, choosing the sample is really everything, all right? The idea that you are taking on the characteristics of another piece of music. You're taking on, whatever sort of key that they choose to put in their music, to I guess, create their project and compose their music. You're choosing the instrumentation that they choose. You're choosing the melodies, the chords, the way they mix the songs, everything about the song. As a sampler, you're taking on those sonic characteristics and sort of recycling them, repurposing them for your own music, all right? So, because you're recycling, the original source of where you're getting your inspiration from and your composition, your new sampled composition from, is super important. And that's what a lot of people don't pay attention to. You can't sample from anything. It's important to start paying attention to the instrumentation, the music, the things that are going on, because that is going to be like your palette that you choose from. As an artist has their palette of colors and all those types of things that they can create a painting from, or a sculptor has his tools. These are going to be your palette that you have to choose from to set the mood for whatever beat that you're creating. If the song that you're sampling has an aggressive emotion, if it has, lead guitars that sound very, I guess, distorted and angry, and you're not going to be able to create a happy beat from that. You're going to take on that emotion from that track, from the instrumentation, from the overall energy of whatever you're sampling from. So it's important to start listening to samples with that mindset of, all right, let me find something that I can vibe with on a deep level. Like, emotionally, I fuck with this song. The energy is right. It's aggressive, it's hard, it's grungy. All right, the instrumentation is kind of sick. I like the way these guitars sound. I know that I could flip that over a nice beat. For example, the mixing as well, or maybe the arrangement. There's not drums everywhere in this track, or it would be easy for me to filter out these drums or EQ out the kick drum so that I could create space within my own beat and flip this into something different. You feel me? So it's not about, okay, I like this song. It's like, oh, okay, I like this song as far as a sample, all right? It would make a good song to construct a sample-based beat around, all right? So that brings upon the question of, like, how do you find these songs? How do you start to reprogram your mind from, a passive listener of music? I bet you listen to a lot of, really authentic hip-hop. You probably, enjoy, like, Pete Rock and all that type of stuff. So how do you go from just listening to Pete Rock to being able to choose samples like Pete Rock? All right, that's the next transition. Okay, now this is a part that is probably a lot easier for Pete Rock and all those other guys. Back in the day, you had to go to a record store, drop whatever, $15, $10 on a record, take it home, flip it, sample it, chop it up, and all that shit. You had to have and amass a record collection. Now it has never been easier for people to explore their interest in music for free. And that's what I recommend that you do in order to develop the mindset of a sampler, okay? So what I want you to do, I have an article called, it's like the 21 best places online for e-digging. Essentially, this is going to allow you to amass your own library of potential samples that you can use to sort of get yourself jump-started, to quickly develop your ear as a sampler so that you can start figuring out what genres of music that you like, what styles of music, and have more specific taste of what you're going for, and know pretty much immediately whether or not a song is going to be worthy of you sampling. And the best way that I recommend that you do this is check out this article first. There's a lot of, I provide a good general direction of types of things that are going to work so that you're not out there trying to sample like country songs or some shit, so that you can get your mind focused on something and start to sort of hone in on your own taste as a sampler. You want to figure out what genres that you like. You want to figure out, okay, I like to sample funk music because I really enjoy the bass lines in funk music, and that's what I'm trying to sample. Or I really enjoy soul music because soul samples are, sort of bright. It has a good energy that I like. But, all right, so basically what I'm saying is that you need to figure out what types of music that you like first. You need to figure out, all right, what genre of music, what types of artists can I literally sit down and press play on and sit there and listen to a 5 or 7 minute long song to be patient enough to find the best breaks within this record that I can chop and flip into a beat. So that's the first thing. Develop your ear as a sampler is to listen to a lot of music, all right? I've listened to thousands and thousands of songs from the 70s, all right? And that has sort of honed my mind. Not only just listening to the songs, but to take those songs and then sample them, chop them up, and try to make a beat out of them in Maschine. It gives me a much better idea of, the types of songs and tracks that I can actually sample versus the ones that I can't. It gives me a better idea of what I should be listening for, because I've had that trial and error experience of saying, okay, I do like this song, it's a really hot song, but it's really difficult for me to take this and make it into a beat that's tight because maybe there are too many drums and too many things going on sonically, it doesn't make the sample sound smooth, or, just in general there might be issues that you will only discover as a producer by trial and error, not necessarily me telling you. So that's what I recommend that you do for the first step in this video, is to go check out that 21 best places online, or search for a soul playlist, a 70s soul music playlist, or a psychedelic rock playlist on YouTube. Start picking out the music that you like, save those in a specific place, download them from YouTube, and try to make some beats out of them. That's the best advice that I can give you, all right? So to expedite this process, if you're a sampler and you want to get better at this process a lot quicker than you would otherwise, if you want to get the techniques to figure out the ways in which you can, really chop up break beats very easily, find the best break records, figure out how to chop them up, slice them up, layer them with better sounds to make hard drum grooves. Or if you want me to break down the step-by-step process of sampling, and I'll show you exactly how I e-dig online, how I find the best samples, how I do all of that, then you need to grab a copy of this gold pack and stop messing around. Seriously. This gold pack is the best way for you to not only get the step-by-step instructions of the sampling process that you're trying to master as a producer, you're trying to achieve that sound of that golden era, then this is for you. All right, because not only does it have the step-by-step video lessons, but it has a great drum library that's going to hook you up with unique sounds that you can use in productions. It's going to hook you up as well with a E-crate, what I call it. It's basically 10 samples that'll get you started, 10 ideas of samples, and I'll sort of instruct you in which ways you can chop them up and flip them on Maschine, as well as the drum breaks like I talked to you about. You're going to be hooked up with about 7 individual drum breaks that you can chop and flip on Maschine, all right? So a ton of great stuff. It's usually for sale for $49. Even at that price, though, if you consider that from this information that you're about to learn from me, if you just sell one beat license for $50, it more than pays for itself. However, because you're a follower of my blog and this movement, you comment on my videos, you open my emails, you really vibe with the things that I'm putting out in the world, I want to hook you up with a special deal. So today you can get your copy of the gold pack for just $1. It's a no-brainer. Click the link in the description below this video if you're watching this on YouTube to grab your copy of the gold pack. If you're watching this on the blog, there's going to be a link below in the text. Click the link. You're going to be taken to a page where you can find out more information about the gold pack and what's inside of it. And then click the button and you'll be taken to a page where you can enter your name and payment information. And you'll be up and running with the gold pack in just a few minutes. All right, so go ahead and grab that. Not to mention subscribe to this channel, guys. You already know, you can see by the backlog of videos that I've made, by far, I am the best person on the internet for you as a producer to learn the techniques and the strategies that you need to improve your sound, all right? I am on my journey as a producer. I'm gonna show you step by step in detail. You're gonna be able to look over my shoulder, my journey, learn the things that I'm learning, you know, to see my growth so that you can then, you know, basically have a mentor as a musician. I'm teaching you everything that I know, and if you follow me every single day, you're gonna learn much quicker. You're gonna learn the things that took me 5 years as a producer, maybe in a day, because, you know, you are following my channel. So click the subscribe button, it's a no-brainer. The best content on YouTube in terms of producing and Maschine, all right? So I will see you in the next video. Again, my name is Rob of hiphoprally.com. Click the link below. I'm gonna link up the 21 best places for e-digging online so you can start listening to some good sample-based music. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.